Take 97. So, I'm going to be doing my Comics Hole review. Hold on one second. Just need to get some more comics. I'm not doing a look at new graphic novels I've got, so I'll do that another time. I like to do that like monthly, something like that. But there is quite a few. But it's a big stack of comics. So it's an unhaul, it's Comics Haul and review, but I'll review the ones that I've read. So the ones that I've not read, I'll just show you what I've got. So first of all, in my local comic shop, they've got a £1 comic bin, and I found some bargains. I've not read these yet, and you'll realise why when you see the numbers. So I've got Travelling to Mars number 4, number 5, number 6, and number 7, all for £1 each. It's a series that I've always wanted to get, but I kind of missed the boat when it first came out. And obviously, there's been really positive reviews for it. So I've been on eBay and I've found the first 3 issues, so they should be coming soon. And once I've got those, I must do like a special overview of Travelling to Mars when the full series comes out. And then I've also got, which I've not read yet, I forgot this had come out, Fish Flies number 2, Jeff Lemire. I got commended for my good taste by the local comic shop person who's serving me. So yeah, can't wait to read that. And then 2 more comics I got from the pound bins, because this was a series I was umming and ahhing about for ages, and this just kind of like tipped my hand into buying it, and I've read these. I've got issues 1 and 2 of Cyborg. So I got issues 3 and 4 as well, and I've read these, and yeah, it's good. It's a breezy read. I know there's been quite a few people not liking Tom Raines' artwork. I kind of like that. I didn't like the replacement artist who was I've forgotten his first name, Hill. He's got on the cover. He seemed very, I don't know, a bit amateurish. But yeah, I think Tom Raines is just trying a different style a bit, and I liked it. The story's not going to win any Eisners, but yeah, it's a good version of Cyborg. I like how Cyborg's more like how he used to be, not like when Jeff Johns basically made him a eunuch. But yeah, it's got more of a feel like Marv Wolfman's true original concept for Cyborg, and it's a good cyber thriller. It's got touches of cyberpunk to it. It leans heavily into technology and what you can do with AI, etc., and imprinting memories onto AI. And I won't say any more to spoil it, but I'd give it about, it's a 6.5 to 7 out of 10. So I'll complete it. It's fun. Like I said, it's nothing special, but it was worth it for £2 so it made sense. So I also decided that I need to start getting, because action looks really good for January when Jason Aaron comes on, so I thought I might as well get the Superman titles as well. So I've got 6, and I've got 7, the big chunky one. Of course, that's Joshua Williamson and a variety of artists. Don't like this cover, but this is the only one left because this is such a hot comic now, and I'm so happy I've been able to find the other 5 issues, but so I've ordered for quite decent prices as well, got a discount on a few, and they should be coming via eBay within the next few days. But yeah, I've read these 2 because it's the start of a new storyline. The artwork's very good. Melnikov, I've forgotten his first name. He's got shades of Chris Bachalo. And the story's solid. I love the new villain, The Chain. It's just really, really fun. Superman's a really good comic. I don't know why. I think that stopped me buying it originally was because it was $4.99 and you just get 22 to 24 pages depending on how long the story is. But my new policy is now quality by quality. So it's excellent. I give this a solid 8.5 out of 10, and I'm looking forward to reading the first story arc. I was going to wait and get the hardback, but I thought I'll get the issues because OCD, like the whole run as it is. And I got the spin-off to Wonder Woman, Amazon's Attack, by Sophie Campbell and Joe GV on the artwork. So spin-off's current Wonder Woman storyline, so the Amazons are under attack by all the other nations. It's good. Superhero meets conspiracy thriller. Solid artwork. Really nice splash page in here. if you're sleeping on this and not guessing it, thinking, oh, it's just a cheap cash in, you're missing out on a fun comic. It doesn't feel unnecessary, and I like that Mary Marvel's in it as well. It's just great. Sophie Campbell's a solid writer, and there's a really nice artwork like this splash page here. Very good aerial view of them falling out of the building. Yeah, 8 out of 10. Definitely carrying on with it. And I've got Void Rivals. This one, each month thinking, do I need it? And each month I buy it, and each month I want to get the next issue. And it's going to finish. This current story arc's going to finish with number 6, and there'll be a gap, and then it'll start again. So yeah, I'm going to carry on. Gorgeous artwork by Lorenzo De Felici, and yeah, solid writing by Robert Kirkman. He can be very hit and miss, Robert Kirkman, but it's fun. I don't know fuck all about Transformers or G.I. Joe, but I'm a newbie, but I'm enjoying it. It makes sense to me. I'm not confused. Yeah, good sci-fi action comic. 8 out of 10. And then Conan the Barbarian. This is a nice cover by Nick Percival, who's a 2000 AD regular artist. Solid artwork, solid story as per usual. It's the end of the current story arc, and I'm really excited for next month because one of my favourite artists who's very underrated, Dougie Braithwaite, who's done a lot of Valiant and 2000 AD work, and he did The Punisher years ago. He's coming on doing the story arc, and he did the cover of the last Conan I got last month. So if you look at that video, you'll be able to see what his artwork's like, and it's going to be solid. But this story, satisfying ending. This is the one comic where they can have a lot of boxes of text, because it's that old school kind of hyper high fantasy kind of storytelling. 9 out of 10. Never been a weak issue. Gorgeous quality paper as well. Really Titan know how to do a quality comic. And I'm talking of quality comics. We've got Detective Comics by Ram V. Ram V. And Francisco Francavilla, who's doing the colouring as well. Some panels are really dynamic. He really knows how to use colour with his artwork, but some can be a bit wibbly wobbly. But for a whole, it works well in the story. It very gothic, very, very hyper operatic. I'm using hyper quite a lot today. And it's got a fantastic backup story by Dan Waters, and I think it's called Aaron Campbell. Gorgeous artwork in that. This is the one comic where the backup strips are as strong as the main strip. They really harmonise really well. And yeah, this is the best Bat title out there. If you're not getting it, you're missing out on a treat. Even if you don't like Batman, just for the writing and art, there's never been a weak issue. Yeah, 9 out of 10. And I'm looking forward to the next issue, which has come out, which I think is going to be like a western. So we go from the highs to the lows. Spider-Man, number 36. Great cover. Gorgeous artwork by Ed McGuinness. And that's where it stops. The storyline, I loved the Craven storyline. I was hyped, thinking, oh, it's Spider-Man's good again. This was shit. I would give the story 0 out of 10. Honestly, it was like it was written. It was like a Chuck Kiddies book, and it's got that wreck rap character. It was all the spillage and spillover from Dark Web, and it just felt it made no rhyme, no sense. There's no reason for it to be in, and it's like they just forgotten about the ramifications of the last story arc, where he got infected by the Green Goblin's essence. Yeah, oh, it's awful. It was just horrible. So I'm stopping Amazing Spider-Man. This is my last issue. Story 0 out of 10. Art 8 out of 10. But I've got to have I've got to have at least a decent story. And this story was awful. And $4.99 for 20 pages with a crap story, and it comes out bi-weekly. No. So my Spider-Man's going to be the new Ultimate Spider-Man, which is coming out by Hickman. And I might try the next issue Superior Spider-Man. So yeah, bye bye Spider-Man. No more. You've ruined it. Marvel have ruined it. And then we got Flash number 2. I love that cover by Mike Deodato. Yeah, this is it. This is building on the first issue, which was just laying down like the almost like a 1950s sci-fi thriller. Um, yeah, I love this direction. This for me is what they should have been doing with the Flash for last series. I did not like Jeremy Adams. I know a lot of people did. It was fluffy. It just felt a bit. I'm like, ah. It felt like, you know, when you eat too much candy floss or too many sweets, you feel a bit. It's nice initially, but then it's just too much. This is much. It's a grown up superhero comic. Highly recommend it. Can't wait for the next issue. Artwork, I love it. I'm a Diodato fan. Know some people not keen, but I love him. Yeah, 9 out of 10. Very, very pleasing. Talk about pleasing. Great end to a great series. Final issue of Doom Patrol. This team, Dennis Culver and Chris Burnham, oh, the dream team. Yeah, Doom Patrol's back on track again. It's up there with Gerard Way, Rachel Pollack, and Grant Morrison's runs on Doom Patrol. Satisfying ending, and the best thing of all, it says not the end. There's got to be more. So, yay. So, 9 out of 10. This one, I don't know. I like it and I don't. It annoys me and I love it at the same time. Green Arrow number 5. What I loved about this, though, last 5 pages, Phil Hester artwork. I love Phil Hester doing the Green Arrow. I'm just fed up with all the multiverse and timey-wimey stuff. It's done. It was a gimmick. And it annoys me that both companies have dived headfirst into it. I just want my Green Arrow to be Green Arrow. I don't want my Green Arrow to be Green Arrow and Green Arrow and Green Arrow and Green Arrow like on here, where he's facing off multiple versions of himself. Just bring it back to what it was. Come on, we want a street level hero again, please. Batman's not street level anymore, so we need one in the DC universe, and this just ain't it at the moment. But it's Green Arrow. It's solid writing, but it's just not what I was looking for in a Green Arrow comic. So I give it a 6.57 out of 10. 8 out of 10 for the art. And then... Sorry about that. I was going to say I could get demonetized, but I'm not monetized anyway. Next up, issue 3 of The Penguin by Tom King and Delator. Wow, this comic just gets better and better each issue. This is the best crime comic out there on the stands at the moment. This is Tom King. I know people are raving God of Wonder Woman. I'm raving God of Wonder Woman. But this is Tom King's best comic at the moment. It's so solid. I love it. I didn't think I'd like a comic about the Penguin because he's not even a villain I care for. But yeah, he's made me a fan of the Penguin. 9 out of 10. Great, great, great comic. The story beats in it are great. I like the use of inner dialogue boxes for each character while the normal dialogue's going in. I know it drives some people mad, but I love it. It gives you 2 stories in one. Gives you like a fly on the wall so you know what the protagonist and antagonist are thinking about in a certain situation while the story's ongoing. So yeah, 9 out of 10. Great, great comic. And then we've got Edenwood by Tony S. Daniel, his Creator Thrones comic. Urban fantasy. He's doing the artwork and the story. Artwork is gorgeous. I love Tony Daniel on the artwork. Story's good. The story beat is great. I'm invested in the story. I will carry on with this. But the dialogue's clunky. Very clunky. I don't know if it needs trimming or I think he just needs somebody to help him with the dialogue a bit, to be honest. I think if he had somebody maybe just tweak it, maybe get his mate Scott Snyder to help him with the dialogue, this would be a 9 out of 10. As it is with the clunky dialogue, it's a 7 out of 10. But I will carry on. And then we have Captain Marvel. I love that cover. Yeah, Alyssa Wong is doing God's work with this comic. It's a solid... this is what I like about Captain Marvel. I was a big fan of the 70s Captain Marvel, but when Rick Jones kept on swapping bodies with Captain Marvel and they had the Negabands, they brought the Negabands back. I'm going to see how it goes. I just don't have faith in Marvel, unfortunately. The only comic I'm really, really invested in is The Hulk, but again, that's been knocked a bit because sorry. It's only 5 issues and they've already changed the artist. So hopefully, if they keep the team up for this and don't get it bogged down with crossovers, I will carry on. If it gets crossovers, it's gone. But for the first issue, it's a solid 8 out of 10. So I'll see what it's like with the second issue. And then we've got another fantastic comic, Low Command number 6. This is one of Image's sleeper hits. I did not expect anything from this comic, and it blew me away. It's crime, it's mystery, and it gives a great homage to the old 90s Extreme Universe and Image comic superheroes. So it's basically what would they be like 30 years nowadays. Yeah, and it's just great. It's this issue is even better than the last story arc. So yeah, solid 9 out of 10. Carrying on with it. And one comic that people should be buying, and I don't understand why not, is Harley Quinn, Black, White, and Redder. This is the best short story anthology I've read in years. It's got perfect use of the colours. The art on each story is solid, and each writer is and it's value for money, $4.99. Cardstock cover, very high quality paper, and 30 story pages. So there's 3 10-page stories in each issue, and there's not been a duff story yet. Because of being Harley Quinn, you can have a very cartoony story, or one that delves more into her psyche and the abuse that she suffered from the Joker. And so much. She's such a multifaceted character. This has made me love Harley more. And yeah, it's 9.5 out of 10. I don't like giving 10 out of 10s very often, but it's a near damn perfect comic. And I think this is the 4th issue. I think that it's still easy to get. I recommend getting all of them. They're great. Really fun. And they've got Red Sonja number 4. Love the story. Artwork's okay, but there's a lot of stuff coming out at the moment. So I'd give it a 7 out of 10. And I'm not sure if I'm going to carry on with Red Sonja. Because when you compare it to the Conan comic, this is the 2nd division. Conan comic's the 1st division, or the Premier division. Look at me using football terms. I don't even know anything about it. Or soccer, as the Americans call it. I don't know why I did it in that accent. But yeah, I mean, great covers, good bad girl art, good bad girl art, or bad good girl. No, good, yeah. Anyway, but yeah, it's just lacking something. Dynamite can sometimes get a fantastic writer on and they get a subpar artist, or the vice versa. And I just wish they had. It's just missing that slight element to it to make it an 8 or 9 out of 10. So I'm not sure if I'm going to carry on. And then we've got another Spider-Man one which I tried, Spine Tingling Spider-Man, by the same team who did the one shots what I got a while ago. So it's Spider-Man, more horror focused. I went into this expecting something really good, and the dialogue I just felt was awful. I was quite disappointed in a way. Maybe it's just me, but I maybe expected too much from it. But 5 out of 10. I'm not carrying on with it. And then we got Avengers Inc. number 2, and this is from Al Ewing and Leonard Kirk. I love the covers. Nice detective spin on the Avengers format. But by like I enjoyed it up to a point, and the last 3 pages, it felt like Murder, She Wrote. I thought, no. So, yeah, so I'm stopping that. 6 out of 10. It's not good enough. And then we got the one which I did a big video on, God's Number 1. Why, Marvel? Why do it as such a thick comic? This is prohibiting a lot of people from buying it. Is it worth the hype? No, it's overhyped. It feels like a very tame Sandman. It's Sandman meets the Eternals. That's the only way I could describe it. But it's not got Neil Gaiman's poetry. It's not got that level of romanticism or literary savvy. It's a concept with clever dialogue, but a lot of the dialogue's unnecessary in it. And as I said in the video, if they're going to go for a mature comic, make it mature comic. Bring back Marvel Max for it, but it's not mature. And now I found out it might even be ongoing. And you don't get 64 pages; you get 59 pages. Three of the other pages are just the Hickman thing of having a little bit of lettering and then a big white space. Yeah, so 6 out of 10. Am I going to get numbered issue 2? I don't know. I'm going to look at it in shop first, I think. So yeah, biggest disappointments of the month, of the week. So that's it. I'll be doing a video soon. Look at the new releases for January from the major companies, and I am going to do some reviews soon, overviews of books. I'm reading at the moment Pluto, so I'd like to give an overview of that soon. once I've finished it. I've only got the first 5 books so far. I need to get the other 3, and then I'll do a review of that. And I might even look at 21st Century Boycott as well, because I've not don't do enough manga on this channel, and I love manga. And I'm also going to do an overview of the 3 collections of the Berserker series, the Keanu Reeves Vanity Project, to let you know my thoughts on that. Those should be coming up in the next few weeks. Okay, but the look at the new titles for January. I might do that today. If not today, then I might do it tomorrow. Okay, bye. I don't mind Blue Kiss, but that's it. Bye. And look, all those comics. It's an addiction, but could be worse. Okay, see you soon.